Everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gears Season 3, Episode 78 with me, Sid, and I've just had a constructive hour or two pottering around on the map, this map, clearing all or most of the easterly and northerly points. There's a couple of ruins left that I've not managed to do over there. There's one to the west, and there's still a few to the south. Now, there's a reason why I've been doing that. Now, this is not the loot box we are looking for. In fact, let me take this loot box and go downstairs, because I'm nothing if not persistent when it comes to these things, and I already have a loot box down here from a previous outing, which has got a few bits and pieces in it, mostly bits and pieces that are going to go into my loot area, but we've got some vessels, but the bits we wanted, now let me just try this, because my inventory is a mess. So if I drop off those, let's just try and sort this out. Those are chains, and those all go downstairs into the box labeled chains. So this has actually been for me a great shop throughout the season, because it doesn't sell anything. It's just use it if as you will kind of thing. Book stand, there you go. That goes upstairs, but I think I've got some more of that tankage, have I? No? Oh, maybe not. However, I know I've got a door there, and that door will go neatly into there. I also know in here that I have got 2 doors, and they will go in nicely. Nice big old 2x2 aged gate, and yeah, some tall stuff. I mean, it's amazing just the amount of stuff you pick up as you go in and about the place. So let me just drop off those. We'll drop off that lot for now. Let's have a look. How many paintings, if any, have I got in there? Not many. Paintings, however, in here, got quite a few. I've also got quite a bit of palisade, so we'll take that down with us. Now, there is method behind my madness for doing this. This is not just me wanting to go crazy and raid all the things again. Oh, a little bit, maybe. But that's running out of space for stuff. I'm gonna have to stick those in the barricade section. It's fine. It's there, and it's there for a reason. Then we got some tables. We got tables. Did I have some benches? I did. And how about tables over here? Do I have any tables? I don't have tables. So we'll take the tables, and we'll put the tables and the benches in the tables and benches box, which is starting to look a little bit empty, which is why I kind of partly why I am kind of doing this work. Is because I've got some bits and pieces I want to build, and I'm running out of some of the essentials that I need to actually do the building. So, get out there and fix the problem is the only real answer. I'm just checking. I think that's probably enough there. We can come over here and into the books chest. We'll put books. Into the book stand. We've got book stand. Now, some more ceramic there. There's a bit more ceramic stuff. More ceramics. I think that is probably around about it. So, I might as well, while I'm at it, because I've got space, we'll take those braziers and that. Anything else I need to put downstairs? Carpets, lighting, altars. This is all stuff up here. Anything else in here that goes downstairs, except for the tank. That doesn't. That stays upstairs. Technically, I suppose that's just sponge, isn't it? Most valuable block in the game. I have found so few of those. It's like when I find them, they are totally worthwhile. All the effort of getting. Okay, and well, storage vessels, lights. Lights goes with that one, and you should have just banners, tapestries, lights. We've got some braziers in here, altars up there. Other bits and pieces that don't fit anywhere go in there. Carpet and rugs in there. And then these go in here. Lovely. So yeah, what was it? Oh, there was another light thing. Actually, technically speaking, that's all lighting as well. So I should have done that. Anything else that I've missed? I don't think so now. Let me just go and sort this out quickly. I mean, that and that can go in. These actually I want to keep because we're going to use those elsewhere. And that should leave me with some crates, an owl chest or 5, more cratage. I don't think there's any cratage in there, but there is an owl chest. And there we go. If you ever wanted to know how many ruins I've raided, I suppose you could go for, you could probably do much worse and just check how many owl chests I've got. There's a lot. And if we come in here and go and grab all of you, boop, 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 that lot can all go in there. However, now this is where the bits that we want. So if you don't watch Punkhole, why not? No, if you don't watch Punkhole, then you are probably not aware that he has completed the library. And one of the things he was asking after is books for the library. He also wants some more of these. Now, I don't think I have got any more of those. I think I am completely out of any. The only ones I have are these in the shop, which, you know, I could probably part with 1 or 2, but they're not going to make enough. He needs about 9. But he did also ask for books, and I have got quite a lot of books. Now, I'm not going to take them all because, you know, they're part of the decor, but they are also, if I'm being honest, a part of the shop, and the shop's design is all about, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Did I not get one? So let's head over this way and we can go and have a look at what he's actually done, because his video's up. At the time of recording his videos up. Now I could have recorded this in more detail and gone, you know, let's go and have a look now, because I'm fairly confident. I'm typically recording 2 weeks ahead of myself, give or take. I'm fairly confident that Punk would have had his episode out before then. But so this was the underpass that he did, and he's completed these. I love this attention to detail on these candle windows. And then up here he's got a bit of foliage. We've got some seating areas outside, game board. Yes. Oh, interesting. Yellow chair. That suggests that he actually made it. Just been drinking on the job again. What can we say? But as you come, I mean, these just, if you're not careful, you can walk past detail. Because look, just look at that. this edge here, you've got these pillars, amazing pillars with this stone pergola-like affair going on. Even the floor, which is just chalk and limestone, but he's blended the corners so they curve round. Just really, just attention to detail is off the scale. I know he was intending to put some glass in here and ran out of glass, so there you go. But you know, you come in, you've even got the little rusted pipe, almost like a museum exhibit, and you've got the scroll racks coming in, and you come into the Spawn Town Library, which is exactly what it is. So you've got this, again, big old pillars, supports, big ceiling, hidden-ish lighting, but these alcoves, even that, just chiseling that wall, because if you look, that is not actually a full block, and then he's chiseled that back, and then the paintings are in there, and you just got this chiseling of dado rail, whatever. Isn't Dido an artist or something? I don't know. Some tapestries, more scroll racks, and just little teeny attention to bits of attention to detail. And again, you know, you got the Alidade there and more things. And then as you come down, so this is his to the library. Again, I didn't know you could put carpet that on the floor, so learned for that one. So interesting. But you know, piles of books and bits here. We've got the resonator with, I believe we're supposed to have a copy of Quirky Tavern in here, which okay, that's enough of that, otherwise I'll get carried away. Yeah, so the bits he needs the bookshelves for are here, and they're just chiseled back, but he's also got collecting the books from everybody, and in his own words, he didn't realise just how many books there were. So let us go and just populate these shelves a little bit more for him. I know from my own study library back at my base build, it's depressing because you come in and you got all these books, and then you know, you think you've got a lot until you actually come to do something like this. Now obviously you can stick a scroll in, you can stick tuning cylinders in, but you know, that was it. I mean, that's an inventory full of books, and it's just gone again. But he has got a call out for all the gear, so everybody who's got books will be able to, you know, contribute to this area. I think he's also got the schematics over here, hasn't he? Yeah, hang glider schematics and quill, so you can copy them. Useful and interesting use of the bits of ruins, but yeah, I really like this. He's done an amazing job, and as he says in his own episode, this is probably his last major build in this season. We are getting close. Anyway, while we're looking at Punk's builds, let's just go, and we might as well make this a bit of a base tour, because you know, it's been a while. So obviously Punk did this, and myself and Punk worked together on the what's it, the Panda, the Drunken Panda. Was it the Drunken Panda? I think it was anyway. The Panda thing, the Claymore J Flap Toodles pub. And it was the blast doing that, but Punk himself, he started off at the start of the season and had some issues with, well, that's basically life, isn't it? You know, life got in the way, and And so he was late coming back onto the server and getting started, but he didn't waste any time in catching up. And if we come down here past Grams and over here and in here, let's land now. So Punk's base was set way back over there as the thing, but since then he added a gatehouse. He's gone absolutely mad with the palisade, and this, I mean, even just this with the chiselled, these almost look Viking, which I know was the theme he was going for, because then you've got some barricades, you've got a few guards on the gate. Something I need to do either in and around the castle, I think, is, you know, get some of these. I've got some bits and pieces of armour, so that would work. But yeah, this wall or gatehouse. Now, he didn't continue the wall round. That would have just been an exercise in craziness, but you know, he's got that going. Always seems to have pumpkins growing. I've never known this area not to have pumpkins, but let's go and start over at his spawn house, because that was this, which was for the longest time in a state of disrepair because he just hadn't got around to finishing it before his life issues got up. I think he was setting up a shop or something. I know he's been working, so you know, that's his story, not mine. But as usual, he's got some stuff for his shop, which is we'll go and have a look at next. But we need to look around here first, and yeah, boxes everywhere, often labelled Punk stuff and Punk's other stuff, and more of Punk's stuff and things and stuff. And of course, it is always wrong to not go and have a route through people's chests. You have to. It's the rules. Okay. Even his table for his ingot molds was off the scale. Plenty of, if you ever want copper things. Big old house. Now, I'm going to guess that Punk is very much like me and wish that these operated more like Minecraft stairs, so when you joined them in a certain order, they joined up, because these gaps are annoying. That's, you know, that, but it is what it is. Or at least make me a corner piece, you know, that we can do. Because if we look at sod roof, well, there isn't in a corner, so we could have done that. All right. I'll let it off. Punk, fix it. But this was in, you know, state of disrepair for the longest time. Around here he had his pit kilns. If anything, I think they've gone down, because I'm sure there was a number. But again, just one thing that Punk is well known for of the server is his flaws, and I can see why. He's got an eye for colour and an eye for detail that he just stands out there, you know. I think the down here was his. I think now this was half the size. We did stick a butterfly in here somewhere, and I think Punk moved it. I can't remember where he moved it to. And we actually did help him out with, or tried to help him out with his again, it's rules. You have to look in people's chests, okay? With the powertrain for this lot, which probably hasn't got the torque right now. We've got loads of steel. Look, it just churns out steel iron ingots. I don't even know what you use a soldering iron for. Oh, there it is. There's my butterfly. Hello. Oh, it's down here. Right. So yeah, he wanted to gear this up now. The problem with Punk's windmill is his transmission is a long way away, which means that he loses a lot of power on this from the thing. It's only light air, so he's not going to get a lot of it anyway. But these are in. His windmills are kind of in the mountain. You can just see them poking out because they're a little bit too big, but who cares? It's functional. He doesn't normally use windmills. Actually, he did go originally straight for the water mill, which you can kick in. You know, we can come in here and turn that off, and we can. Let me just check. You've got 14%. You turn that on and. However, it will definitely run the durability down on that. This is one of the reasons why he went for windmills, because the durability on those just doesn't last very long at all. But yeah, so storeroom, very nicely arranged. But also up here, he did his I think these are his charcoal ovens, just simple 3x3s, and that is a coke oven. And then his steel making setup, 79% complete. That one's 79% complete. So yeah, churning out steel like it was going out of fashion. And then around the side, lots of farms, lots of things, and of course Punk, best known on the server for only going anywhere on horses. So yeah, horses everywhere. Many of them named Crom. I'm going to go with from Conan Dibs. Well, I can't think of the inspiration behind dibs. I can think of what dibs means, because you claim you lay dibs to something, don't you? More farms, lots of berries, because obviously Punky was utilising all of this fruit in his alcohol making facilities. Which I'm not entirely sure why we've got those hidden. Tree farms, yep, and the long house. Well, more farmage as well. But over here is, I dropped him off a couple of high generation sheep, and I think he's continued to breed them. So yeah, I don't think I've ever. Generation 19. These are all 19, 20. So yeah, he's taken them to Gen 20. Grief. Viking Long Hut. Big old mead hoard, lots of weapons on the walls, lots of trophies, lots of empty bottles. I presume that was full at one point. Money, that's his treasury. Valuables, obviously the chief's thing. I left him a teacup. And then over in here, just general stuff in the back. I'm not sure what these spiles are doing on the wall, but there you go. And I don't know whether he ever did anything with it didn't look like he didn't get any further than lighting it up and doing it. But you know, sometimes you end up with these spaces and you really just are not sure what to do for the best on those. Now down here, apart from being his booze making area, I remember now, lychee cider, peach cider, blackcurrant wine, mead, mango cider, fine grenadine, blueberry wine, cranberry wine, more cranberry wine, apple cider, white currant wine, red currant wine, orange cider. That lychee cider it does sound lovely, doesn't it? Pineapple wine. Oh wow. I'm not sure what that would work. And then on this side, if I'm not mistaken, is probably, oh no, it's ales. Okay. So that's your breadfruit ale. Okay, that's ale. I thought he had, maybe it's down the other side, or maybe it's down here. Let's have a look. Barrels, so brewing area. I'm going to go with distilling area. So yeah, here is your brandies, and yeah, this is why we think he got a problem. No, he hasn't, but certainly his avatar has veg and grain, meat and dairy. So this must be a cellar. A bit of cheese on this on the shelf. Sorry, it's the rules. You have to look. You have to look in people's chests, and then carry on down. Now this he built. I think that looks like a little offshoot. He's obviously poked holes in this and gone, oh look, copper. But this, if I can get the right side, this is the arming area. Why that? But this is where you come in and you can teleport down if you want to, and you can pick up your weapons. And if you're feeling brave, you can go into the murder death room. I'm going to fly just to keep. Now, for once, this thing isn't absolutely full of bells, because bells, there's a lot of bells down here normally. But that's the murder room of death. It has killed him a few times. I've never actually dared to stay down there long enough to actually get killed. Yeah, for good reason, in my opinion. But yeah, definitely an interesting builder and an interesting build. I think Punk's and his sense of humour is so funny. I can listen to his anecdotes all day. So that was the Punk's build over here. Now there was one other bit of the build which I've shown before, but no build would be complete without, you know, covering his other bits of builds actually, because there's two maybe three bits we need to cover. So over this way, as we come up on spawn, and I'm kind of, part of me stalling for time because I'm dying of freezing to death from trying to build over here, so I'm trying to get the time to pass. This is Punk's Riddle of Steel shop, and this is his steel tools and armor set. So the armor, for example, if we have a look, I think he has, where does he do? Bargain bin, so we can get a steel pro pig. You've got iron hammers and knives, a claymore, arming swords, rune stones, 60 gears each if you want to those. And I think if we jump over there, 50 gears each for basically any of those steel tools. All weapons in store are, so that's your tools. All weapons are 100 gears each, or 60 gold nuggets, or 80 silver nuggets. So he's taking gold as well. You don't have to go with gears, you can do with gold. I could buy quite a lot of this, to be honest. The armour is made to order, price to be negotiated. Rock on. So yeah, he put together this thing. You can come in and make your own orders. I have no idea why we have a whole bunch of things there. You can come around and have a little look out of the thing, and out the back he has got a grindstone for anybody who wants to sharpen their tools, and just a general bit. But it's, again, beautiful little shop. I can imagine it's an absolute pain to stock. This one especially, because Gran's on the server. Sorry, Gran. But it's true. Yeah, I think Gran has bought more steel chisels and tools off Punk than any other person on the server. So, and yeah, I don't know whether anybody's bought anything since he last restocked. Doesn't look, and again, this is obligatory. You do have to look in the things. So that was Punk's Riddle of Steel shop, and lesser known things he built. I suppose lesser known, we see them all the time, but will include, but are not limited to, the stable back here, where there's, where's Dibs? Have you moved Dibs? It was here the other day. I don't know what you've done with Dibs then. But anyway, this is stable. Again, just because Punk has stuck to his non-flying guns, he horses everywhere. So he tends to put himself stables or places. And the other thing he did was this area. This was all Punk's. This was early doors. I think I put the Night Watcher in, but the actual, I mean, the floors, again, just amazing. Very simple but effective cellars, and got 4 of them off here. You've seen this before. Vinegar. How does vinegar spoil? I don't know. I mean, I presume it can, but obviously I have to question how. Fair bit of rot, so I'm going to guess that whatever was in there is long since rotted. And this is probably the biggest problem of server-based vintage story play, is food rot is an absolute pain in the backside. You know, we are 1 day for every hour, so 24 days a day. So even these ones with these high values are only going to last for a few weeks. That's 24 days a day, but of course when we're online. So if nobody's online, the server stops ticking, which is a good idea. Anyway, that was Punk's place. I'm going to check how long I've been recording. This may be mainly a tour video, but I have done some work with the paths over here. So we have now got paths coming in. I do need to just do something about that thin band. And the trees have grown, or at least one of them has. I don't know about the other one, I've not checked. And then we've got this comes round, and we've got the path round here, and it looks to me like it has grown as well. Excellent. So the only thing we're waiting for is for the fruit trees to try and sprout. And what we need to do around here now is get in some graves, and I am thinking a mausoleum. I'm going to try and put a mausoleum in so we can go down and just have an underground crypt. Not massive, but you know, enough to have a bit of fun. Seems doubly appropriate, seeing as this will be, well, it's not coming out on Halloween, it's the 11th of October, so, but it's the Halloween month, so yeah. But let me check how long I've been recording. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I've been going for about 35 minutes, so I've got time to do a little bit of work. Now, I have been doing some work on gravestones, and we'll place some of those out there, but this is actually the gravestone from within the game, and I think we can replicate this using, well, in this instance, utilizing slate sand. And we are going to need a chisel. I'm going to need to put you out of the way, and we are going to need a hammer. Because once we've replicated this, we can then utilize it in many different ways. So let me just have a look there. 1, 2. See, that actually isn't, some of this isn't copyable, but 2 wide. So we can go and get the hand planer, and we can come and go I would say that was 1.5 to there, but that's fine. Probably about right. Almost. We'll kind of work with that. So I don't think we're going to get it any closer anyway. And I would say that's 2 across, so we can take this off here. It's an annoyance, but it's also a relief that we don't have pixel level chiseling. Because if we did, we'd be chiseling. I mean, you can imagine what Gran would do with pixel level chiseling. She would absolutely go bananas on it, which again would be a good thing, maybe. But it would take considerably longer to get anything done. But what we'll do is we'll copy this one up, because then I can duplicate it in different materials, whether it be rotten wood, and we'll get some pauper graves at the back that could be right. So from there, I would say that is 1, 2. So we need to go. Can I do the? I can. I think down to about there. And what I've found with chiseling is the optimal way to work is sometimes to use a bulk removal, as much bulk removal as you possibly can, and then go forward. Now in the next version of chisel tools, we could have actually used the hand planer to do connected blocks, which makes life distinctly easier. Right now we can't, so we won't. And then we need to come down here, and then this entire back edge needs to come off. And this is where being able to hand plane just this connected face would be ideal, and we can do that later. The decorative items are really good in that as well. I haven't played with them myself yet, but you can make a decorative chest, which you then hide behind a chiseled item, but it functions just like a chest, and I think things like the ovens. So yeah, really looking forward to that, and seeing what we can do with that, and especially seeing as I'm seeing some of the names of people we're suggesting to invite, whether they accept or not to play on the server is also exciting. So that's kind of a thing. We need to bring this down another 1, and then we're going to come down there. Now I'm going to struggle with a lot of this, because that is a 1 pixel height thing, for example, and I can't do that. So what we'll do, 1, 2, 3. That looks about right. We'll get that going. We'll take you off there. We'll take you off there. And then on this side, 1, 2, 3. I suspect if we go 1, 2 like that, near enough. And then we're going to come, let's try and work this out. 1, 2, 3. I think that can go down. No, that one's too little. Then that'll come up. Then we'll come at this height down. Then you're going to have 1, 2. No. And like I say, you're never going to be able to duplicate that perfectly because we haven't got that same pixel level. But that will work, and we can use that to replicate for more patterns. Right, let us just run over to the graveyard here. And I'm not going to work heavily around the back right now, but what I would like to do is about here, let's start off with this nice posh stone that we've got, and I've made these so we can make these kind of modular. So you got that. Now the problem is you cannot chisel dirt. You can chisel dirt, but it doesn't stay as grass. Let's put it that way. So we'll come across here and we'll pop you down, and then we'll pop that down, and then we can come back here a wee bit and we can have one of those, and then we'll take this one and we'll perhaps pop you there, and then we can bring you to about there. I need to rotate that. Okay, let me go and grab the, should have brought my chisel, but that's fine. Chisel, hammer. I also do need a little bit of dirt, so we'll take that with me. And what we'll do is we can come over here, we can get you rotated. Well, maybe if I can get that in my offhand, we can get you rotated. But then we can come here, and now what I've done with these is I've done these in, this layer is packed dirt at the bottom. No, not there. I'm not worried about the actual items, but so we can get that going, and then get you there. And if I go quickly over to my box of tricks, I should have some foliage which we can just throw a little bit of leafage over the area to make it look a bit overgrown and unloved, so as if something's dug that up. Now obviously you can't do that everywhere. We've done graveyards before, and if you were to do that, it gets cliched. But what you could do, for example, is maybe here, if we borrow this, do that, and that will give us, you know, the impression of that is a grave that's in use. Now the other thing you can do, of course, with a grave to make a graveyard more realistic, for want of a better word, and I'll probably need to go and make some of these, but I should have a little bit. We'll take that one like that, and then we just need to go and find ourselves a plant, and I happen to know that Per has got a whole load of them in a chest in the chapel, so we can go and just see what we got to borrow over there. We'll just go with a bit of red top grass, perhaps. It'll work. And of course, you know, there you go. It's so this is all things. I think I'm going to put a bit of a wall here, just kind of cresting up to this point. Then we'll kind of populate this space. I'll try and make a few more designs and maybe just find a bit more inspiration online for those. And then back here we're going to do a mausoleum and more graves, obviously. And I think I may expand, if I can, I might try and expand this pond out a little bit, make it a little bit better. And I may, just may, have a go at making a willow tree over the pond, because willow is not a tree that exists in Vintage Story, so that would be interesting. I mean, obviously it's not going to be very green, the wood is not going to be overly that way, but yeah, we're kind of getting there. So on that note, we'll call this one an episode. I'm going to continue on with this, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.